Welcome everybody to Cyber Monday. How's everybody doing? I see some familiar names here. Royson, Helene, Lady. What's going on, Nada? Edwan, everybody, I'm so excited that you're here. Wow, there's so many people here and you guys have already filled up the chat. That is amazing. So as more people come on for you early birds, I wanted to tell you welcome. I hope that your Thanksgiving was amazing and that you are not still stuffed from all of the turkey. I did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think that I ate reasonably, and we're moving on to Christmas cookies now, right? I don't know about you, but my tree is up. I've got all of the decorations going. Super excited about Christmas this year. I feel like if I celebrate Christmas earlier, then the year will be over, and coronavirus will be over too, even though it's probably not going to be in 2021. But anyway, it doesn't matter. One can hope, right? So I hope everybody is doing well today. I'm going to be doing some Q&As a little later, so make sure that you think of some questions that you want to ask me. Hold off until the end for any, until I announce the Q&A for any questions that you might want to ask me. And I wanted to just talk to you guys today first about, we're moving into 2021, right? And this year I know has been cray. And I wanted to talk about new hope, new dreams, and ways to attain and take steps towards accomplishing our goals. And that just doesn't have to be as singers, but in particular for me, you know that I'm an expert in the vocal world, but in life, like what is your heart's desire? What is your dream? What are you doing right now to make plans to attain that? Because a dream is just simply a goal with no deadline. And so I wanted to come on today and sort of, hey everybody, hi guys, so many people are coming on. I wanted to come on today and encourage you guys to think about in your head right now with me, what's the one thing that's holding you back from the biggest dream that you've ever had? Okay, so just think about that with me for a second. And if that dream has anything to do with music, anything to do with performing or singing, you definitely come to the right place today. So if you're telling me in your head, Tara, I have always wanted to sing, but I was told when I was younger that I should just lip sync in the choir because I didn't sound good, or I was told by my brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, whatever, that I wasn't talented and that I didn't have what it takes to make it, whatever making it means. Go ahead and type that in the chat if I'm talking to you. You may want to, okay, so I see some people saying, I want to be a producer. I want to be a singer. Absolutely. Yeah. Anything to do with music, I love, right? Maybe songwriter, just reaching people through music, maybe a music teacher, whatever, a worship leader, any of those things. What is that dream that you have? And what is that one thing, that big thing that kind of has been the defining factor of what's been holding you back? I want to know, music is everything. You feel this, that's awesome. A lot of people are saying singers, I want to be a singer-songwriter. What else? Let me see you guys in the chat. I've always wanted to be, Brett Games, I've always wanted to be a singer-songwriter, but I never could because I was told I wasn't good enough. Okay. How many people have been told in their lives that they shouldn't sing because they're not good enough, or that they won't make it? Let me see you in the chat. I see you want to be a producer. You want to get back into making more music. Some people say they don't know where to start. That's a really, really good one too. So confusion, right? Not knowing where to go or what to do or who to trust, right? Because the music industry is literally the worst. Just ask Mark Cuban. He's not even in it and he will agree. On Shark Tank, the music industry is the hardest, most horrible industry you can ever try to get into. So why then try, right? Why try? My mind tells me sometimes that I can't. So it might be even you. It might be your limiting factors telling you that you can't. So why try? Guys, there's always going to be a reason why not. But today I want to talk to you about your why. Why you're here is because you're interested, at least somewhat marginally, in singing. You're also probably a fan of my YouTube channel. You love watching great singers excel at what they do. You love watching me break it down so that maybe in the back of your mind, you may be able to do it too. Am I right? I think so, because a lot of you guys are saying that. So Holger, he's saying the brother of his first girlfriend, they were told that that he wasn't good, and by distant family members. Some people are saying I don't have the confidence. Okay, so when we're talking about these limiting beliefs and we're talking about our whys, we all are here for a specific reason, right? Because of hope. You're here because you don't really want to believe what you've been told or what you're telling yourself. And so you're on here today to watch me tell you otherwise. You want me to speak into your life and say something opposite of what you're believing in yourself is true. And that's exactly what I'm here to do. I want to tell you guys the truth today. I've been singing since I was 3, and I never, ever, ever planned on becoming a vocal coach. In fact, I ran from it. Okay. Like I quivered at the idea of teaching others to do what I already knew I was great at. I knew I was designed to sing. I was going to win Grammys and Broadway, Tonys, and all of these amazing things. And everywhere I went to sing, no matter where, no matter what location, what country, everywhere I went to sing, someone would always come up to me after and say, do you teach? Because I have a daughter, or I have a son, or I have a granddaughter. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't want to. But as God began to grow me as a person and work in my heart, I realized something very important. Music is mission-based. The reason that you guys want to be able to sing, the reason that you guys want to be able to produce music, the reason why you guys want to write is because you want to matter in other people's lives and you want to change the way that their day is going based on something that you created within yourself. That's the human condition. That's our experience as living beings created by God to reach and teach others. And as I started realizing that, I realized that I get just as much joy out of teaching those as I do out of singing myself. In fact, if I'm honest, I really get more joy out of it. To see you guys and to prove to you that those limiting beliefs in your head are not the truth, and to come on today and show you really what the truth is and obliterate those limitations and show you that there are no limits to what you can do if you work for it. That's my sweet spot. That's what I'm here to do. And if I were in your room right now, if I were speaking directly to you, Lady and Fuel Me Once and Jose and Danielle McKinnon and Helene and Brett's Games and all of you at Holger, Jonathan, if I were speaking to you directly, I would tell you, you're here for a reason. You love music. And the heck with anybody, including your own inner mind, that's telling you that you can't or that you shouldn't. We're designed to make a joyful noise. We're designed to sing. It's our birthright as human beings. And so I want to just tell you about a few kind of amazing stories of people that decided in one of these conversations online that I have with you guys every once in a while about lives. I wanted to just tell you about a few people quickly who have taken that step and who said yes to themselves and no to the limiting beliefs in their head that said they couldn't, because it's a really hard thing to overcome. It's a really difficult thing to get past because it's a habit. It's something that you have believed for a long time, most likely. It's something that you've lived with and carried with you as a burden on your shoulder every single day, even if you don't really notice it's there from day in to day out. And these people, they had to move past that. They had to take the leap of faith and trust that what I was saying was the truth, because it's been proven over and over. And it's easier though to instead of taking my word for it, to tell you actual names, actual people who have been here where you are right now, who said yes, and who are now over on the other side. So real quick, I just want to give you a couple amazing stories. There's a guy named Max Rose, and he told me, and he's a member also of the Vocal Gym, and he told me in a post in the Vocal Gym, he said, video after video, you kept giving tips when I tried them, they worked. And you kept explaining things during your reaction videos of other singers that made me begin to believe that singing, in parentheses, he said, something that always seemed like magic, could always be only technique. It could actually be technique, excuse me. It could be studied, like learning how to cook vegan or learning to drive a car, so that the part of the process that he thought was unattainable was all of a sudden tangible. Oh, well, maybe I can do that. Maybe Tara can help me too. Maybe. It started with a maybe for Max. He thought that it was magic. He thought singing was complete vocal hocus pocus, like you're born with it and that's it. You can never improve any better. It's not like cooking or driving where you can learn and improve. But after he heard me speak, it went from a never to a maybe. And so I'm not asking you to go from never to yes today yet. I'm asking right now for you to just shift your perspective and think of never, which has been your baseline. It's been that neural pathway that you're always going down. And I want you to shift it to just perhaps. Just maybe. Hear me out, okay? So Max completed my Sing Smarter Not Harder 8-week course, and that was even before the 2.0 version, so there were 10 less modules in it. And he is posting like crazy in the vocal gym. He is killing the game. His improvement vocal range wise has been at least 4 whole steps. That's 8 semitones. That's very rare, by the way. It's a very huge improvement. But in just 8 weeks, he improved so much, and he could not believe the voice that he grew in that amount of time. Craig Sanders, another gentleman in the course who completed it, says, I'm enjoying week 8 of Tara's Sing Smarter Not Harder course. It's changed my life. I enjoyed the results from the course so much that I signed up for 8 weeks of online singing with one of my private vocal coaches at TSS. He's had 2 lessons already with one of my coaches, and he cannot sing the praises of the private lessons enough as well. He says he's seeing and hearing the improvement from the course and from his private instruction. And he's very excited to start other courses that I have released thus far as well. He said that he really wanted a vocal teacher. This is key, guys, that believed in me. Because let's be honest, life is tough, and we all haven't necessarily had the greatest of upbringings. And sometimes the people that we needed to be there for us, they just weren't. They were dealing with their own stuff, right? And we can't fault them or hold a grudge. We have to forgive them for that. But we need this inner child of us that we all, including myself, we need someone who believes in us. And that's something that made me cry when I read that. Like I wanted a vocal teacher that believed in me, someone that was compassionate and patient enough to teach me and able to challenge me to become a better singer than I could have ever imagined. And he found more in Tara Simon Studios than he could have ever imagined. Those are his words. He said, I'm starting to see that my dreams and goals as a singer can be realized as long as I commit to doing the work. And that's exactly what I just said. So you're not necessarily just born with talent, guys. There are people who are born out the womb singing. I definitely was one of them, but that doesn't mean that I haven't been successful at teaching people who have a less base amount of talent to sometimes supersede the ones that really do, because their work ethic is so much stronger. They've always had to work harder for it. So what about you? I want you guys to take that maybe and now consider maybe going into a yes. Are you going to be my next name that I get to shout out and proudly say, hey, lady over here, she did it. She went from no to maybe to yes. And now she's through the course and she killed the game, and listen to how she sounds now. It's so much about a mental journey of self-worth as much as it is about singing, guys. This is about saying yes to yourself. And I know that when you listen to music, something else I know about you, if you're here right now, is that you really want to be able to sing what you hear. You want to be able to sound like the people that you love. You want to be able to sound like Ed Sheeran or Ariana Grande. You want to be able to hit the notes that Jennifer and Whitney and Celine and Mariah and Christina and all of the greats, Justin Timberlake, all the greats do. But you don't go from this 0 place all the way to 100. There are many steps in between. And by the way, I say this all the time, singing is 90% mental and 10% talent. And so the real rub with that is that people are like, oh, I just need the talent part. Like, I just need to be able to hit that note. Do you realize that being able to hit that note comes first from your belief that you can hit that note? So even if I have the vocal range to hit that note, if I'm not feeling great that day, and this has happened to me before personally, if I'm not feeling great that day, if vocally I'm a little hoarse, which I actually am today, I didn't get enough sleep last night, and I go to hit a note, but mentally I'm not like, yeah, I got this. I'm like a lion pouncing on its prey. Like this note is, I'm gonna make it my own. I don't have it. It doesn't come out right. It doesn't matter if you execute all of the technique and the proper training in the world. If your head is not in the game, neither will the note be. So I know that you're saying, I want to hit higher notes. I want to sing with vocal control. I want power. I want riffs and runs and agility. And I want to be able to impress people with my voice and mean something and matter to them as they listen and touch them. Yeah, all of those things. But it has to come from the belief that you can first. It literally is 90% mental and only 10% talent. So that's why we're dealing so much today with all of the things that you've been told, all of the limiting beliefs that you have, and what you think about yourself right now in this moment. If you're honest with yourself, and you can type this in the chat, but if you're honest with yourself and you had to say a sentence about how you feel about your voice, what would it be? So for me today, my sentence would be, I am a powerful singer. That's what my sentence would be. I'm a powerful singer. Because there's mental fortitude. Today I know that I would have to work much harder to sing. I know that because I didn't get enough sleep and I'm kind of hoarse and I'm sort of run down from having way too much fun on the weekend, that I would have to work a lot harder. So in my mind, though, I know that I have the strength, the capability, and the mental fortitude to get past that. I also know I have the right technique. And so my sentence today is, I'm a powerful singer, because as a man thinks, so he is. So what's your sentence? What's your sentence? I feel like I'm on the right track, Abby's saying, but I have a long way to go. Okay, that's great. What's your sentence? Okay, lady, I'm a unique singer. Kalina, I say that too. That's good. Okay, soccer girl, I'm a bad singer. Okay, I'm a bad singer. Yep, that's sad, but that's truth. That's your truth. That's okay. Savani, I improved technically quite a lot. Oh, actually, she's doing a testimonial. Savani's saying, I improved. This is someone who's actually taken the course. I improved technically quite a lot with Sing Smarter, Not Harder and Coach Nikki, and now I'm working on conveying emotions. That's so great, Savani. I'm so proud of you. So what else? What else are people saying? Each of you can be an amazing singer. Tara's amazing. She can help you. That's very sweet. Tanner Massey. Hey guys, Tanner is one of my students, and he is in oh my gosh, Tanner, help me out here. I'm drawing a blank because I haven't had coffee yet today. He's in the kids a cappella group that I believe, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I can't remember the name of it, Tanner. You guys know Tanner. He sang. I've reacted to him. Anyway, he's amazing and a fantastic singer. You're probably, someone help me out here in which group he's in. Okay, Joshua, I was an underdog and improving every day. That's awesome. Yes, that's awesome. I have a strong voice, but I would love to get better. Okay, that's good. So you're saying, hey, Doug, I'm going to copy and say I'm a powerful singer. Yes, you are. You've gotten so much better. Doug's been in my course. Rebecca, I'm a strong singer. Royson, I'm a great singer. Good. Omar, I'm a shy singer. Okay. I have potential. Savannah, that's awesome. That's really great. I have a deep voice, but I need to work on being a soloist. Okay, feel me once. That's good. Right. So we're being honest, right? We're being honest brokers here. And some of you have really realistic and healthy views of where you are vocally, and you know that you can improve. And then some of you are just, you're still in those beliefs that you're just bad. And I would venture to say that those people, if I'm talking to you and you're saying like you're bad or you're not good or you wish you were better, there's this self-deprecation going on, right? And I would venture to say that it's not just in your voice, but it's also probably in your life. And so we manifest what we think about, right? And I want to try to get you to believe, like I'm looking right at you right now, and I want to get you to believe that that's not who you are. And that's not how you sound. And if you're flat or if you're sharp or if you crack, like you don't have to stay there. You don't. There are ways around that. I can help with that. There are people that are on here right now that are students of mine or who are in the course. And if you guys are on here, like Tanner and others, shout out and say so. You don't have to stay there. I want to help you. This is seriously, guys. Let me just say, I'm just going to say it right now. So today's Cyber Monday, and it's a great excuse to run a sale, right? So the course is usually $197. I'm dropping it down to $147 today. It's going to be available for 24 hours at that price. You don't even need a coupon code. We changed all the links. You just go and you purchase the course for $147. I've added modules to it. This is the Sing Smarter, Not Harder 2.0. Okay. So there are 56 modules for 56 days. Okay. That is less at $147 than $3 a day, which is less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. I've made this so cheap for you because this is about helping you. You like my reactions, you like the YouTube channel, you know that I'm the real deal. I've proven myself over and over with the progress of students, with the progress testimonials in the course, and with what I give you guys 5 days a week on YouTube. You know that I'm legit. I want to help you. I really do. Like, you don't have to stay stuck in this. You don't have to live your life every day feeling like you're less than, like you can't make some noise, like you sound bad, and you need to hide the beautiful gift that singing is in a room by yourself. It's just not right. We seriously, like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm going into 2020 thinking like, yo, I live one time. And if I want to do something, I'm not going to let anything stop me. Like if 2020 has taught me anything, it's taught me that life is precious, that we are not guaranteed tomorrow, that we can make plans and God looks down from heaven. He's like, huh, that's cute. You think you're going to get married this year and go to Bora Bora? That's hilarious. You're going to be in lockdown. You think you're going to go to New York for your birthday? That's so cute. People in New York can't leave their apartments. Like, life is crazy, right? So when we have control over a few things, let's really capitalize on that. What do we have control of? We have control over our mental state and our reaction to situations. We have control over deficits within us that we know we can improve upon. And we have control over finding people and courses and places and help wherever we can to trust and to help us with that deficit and to move forward out of that into the freedom of progress and self-confidence, okay? Helene is saying, I have a teacher, but she sings more classically and traditionally in Broadway stuff, and I love those, but I would also love to learn more mixed voice and head voice. And that's a really big pain point for a lot of singers. I know mixed voice, everybody's like, mix, mix, mix. How do I mix? How do I mix? In Sing Smarter Not Harder 2.0, we definitely deal with that, guys. And in a way that's very comprehensive. You wouldn't want to know just how to mix because that's not good either. Mix is supposed to be the bridge between your chest voice and your head voice. Think of your chest and your head as the two main stars of your vocal range musical, okay? And the mix is like the ingenue, like the supporting character between that literally bridges the gap between the two cliffs, okay? It's the bridge in between. It's not supposed to be your entire vocal range. There are some people that literally use their mix and they overuse it and it's still strained, whether you're straining in your chest mix or head, it doesn't matter. And some vocal techniques will villainize chest voice and sort of memorialize mix as the holy grail of everything. It's not. You should know how to do it. You should know how to move smoothly through it. And you should know how to also make a hard break in between if you want for stylistic choices. And we handle all of that in the course. You're going to learn definitively what mix feels and sounds like, what chest feels and sounds like, and what head feels and sounds like in the course. It's the foundation course. You don't have to be advanced or even intermediate to do the course, guys. And for those of you who have taken it, you guys can attest to that. I don't assume you know anything, but if you are intermediate or advanced, you can go through the course and still learn a lot from week one. But I don't assume you even know how to stand in the course. There's literally nothing that I leave out. The Sing Smarter Not Harder 8-week course could probably have been maybe 4 courses. I jam so much information in there because I really want to help you guys. I really don't want you to live your life or another year or another month going by, listening to songs in your car, singing, maybe like writing poems and being like, man, I just wish that I had a voice. I wish that I could be heard. I wish that I could feel like I matter. You don't have to stay there. So, oh, Catherine, I'm so excited. I just got my parents to agree for me to do this. That's awesome. So Catherine, you're someone who maybe was on a maybe today or started with a maybe, and now you moved and you took action and you said yes. And that makes me super, super proud of you. So get into it today. You got 24 hours to get it at that sale. It's never going to be cheaper than that, guys. I mean, less than $3 per module is, it's silly cheap. But again, to me, like, look, there are so many ways to monetize life. And this is not my only way to monetize my life. It's really a heart hobby for me to do this for you guys and make sure that if you like me on YouTube, you're getting full value out of that. I'm not just some unattainable person and talking head on YouTube that you can never talk to and that you can't have access to as far as knowledge and wisdom and a sounding board. I don't like that. I want to be able to be accessible and available to you guys. And doing the courses is a great way for me to be affordable to you and give you personal time and attention because I've already created all the information. It's video modules just like you're seeing now. And so it's the only way, unless you want to do private lessons, but it's way more expensive for private lessons because it's one-on-one and it's live. So this is my way of getting into your room, into your office, into your living room, into your computer as you and me. Like, we're working this out together for 56 whole days. Every single day you open up the course, I'm there. Hi, welcome. Let's do this. Let's get better. Let's stop staying stuck and let's move forward into something awesome. Okay. Oh, Tenolia, you're so inspiring. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love and respect to you, Edwan. Okay, so This is interesting. Holger's saying, I have one question. How to overcome the worries that my neighbors might get bothered by me practicing singing? Because about the price, no question, I'll take it. Okay, that's a really great question, Holger, and I'm going to give you a really good solution. I'm going to give you the ghetto solution first because it's what I did when I lived in New York. It's kind of a funny story. So guys, you know, my sentence today was I'm a powerful singer, right? Okay, well, that didn't change. I was living in a nunnery in New York City because it's the only place my parents would let me live at 19 alone. They felt really good about the fact that no boys could come upstairs. And I was like, whatever, I'm just happy to be here. So I lived on the 7th floor of a nunnery, and I shared a kitchen, a shower, bathroom. Except for my bed, I shared everything with the whole floor. Okay. And it was rough times, but I had to sing. I had to practice. I was auditioning for Broadway at the time. These walls were paper thin, and I had like literally itty bitty living space. So I would take my Little Miss Drama pillow with leopard trim, and I would suffocate. I'd take a breath, and I'd go to sing, and I would put the pillow in my face, and I would just belt my brains out because it was the only way that I could practice and muffle the sound. Since then, and I really, really wish, I don't get any endorsement money for this. They probably don't even know who I am. But since then, I really wish I created the product. But there's this thing called the belt box. And you can get it on Amazon. You put it on your mouth, and it's got sound deadening material in it. So you can put it on and you can still breathe, unlike the pillow. But you can put it on and hold it to your face. It'll be attached to your face, and you can just practice. And it muffles the sound. Now, it's not like you can't hear you. You can still hear you, but it's way less. It goes from like a 10 to maybe a 3. So probably like between a wall, they wouldn't be able to hear you. Okay. So either do what I did in New York at St. Mary's Residence and do the pillow, or get yourself the belt box. It's a really good product. I recommended it to a lot of my New York celebrity singers who are on Broadway, who need to practice, but have that same problematic apartment style living. So that's a great solution. Okay. And by the way, someone's asking if you can gift this to someone else. Yeah, absolutely. You can gift this to someone else. You just enter in their email address rather than yours when you sign up, because when you pay for the course and you give your email address, that email address is basically like your email username into the course. So if you want to gift this to someone for Christmas, which is an amazing gift, by the way. It's such a creative gift. Like for the person who has everything, they definitely don't have this. This is a really, really awesome gift idea. Very creative, very thoughtful. And who doesn't love music? So give them the gift of being able to sing better in seconds. No, I'm kidding. Sing Smarter, Not Harder is about 8 weeks. Okay. So it's not about instant gratification. It's about long-term progress that you keep. So you can shoot us an email after if you forget, and we can change it, but try when you purchase it to just put their email address in that they would be using. And if you don't know it, then just put yours. And then when you do find their email address, email us and let us know, and we'll switch it out for you. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to open the floor up for some questions. And if any of you guys are here, like I said, that are in the course or have taken the course or lessons, make sure to put it in the chat and tell us about your story, why you took it, what you feel like you've improved upon, and be honest. You know, we're all about honesty and transparency here. Oh, thank you so much. That's right. Tanner Massey is from Acapop Kids. Tanner, I'm so sorry, buddy. Why could I not think of that? That's so Anyway, Acapop Kids is where Tanner Massey's from, and he's taken privates with me, and he was featured a couple times as a lead singer in there. And it's a big group, right? It's a big group of kids, and he's so great. He's so great. Sunrise, I want to be a Christian artist. That's so awesome. I love that. So what's holding you back from trying to do that? What's holding you back? If it's the fact that you're not confident in your capabilities as a musician or as a singer, you need to do this today. You have 24 hours to get the discount. Let's see. Thanks, Abby. Love you too. Have an amazing and blessed day. Someone's saying, Helena's saying, I want to gain fluidity in my different voices, chest, mix, and head. And I'm hoping that I can take the course. Yes, take the course. That's what it's going to do for you, 100%. This is the foundation, guys. So there are like a million other things. And I'm developing, I can't develop courses fast enough. I'm developing more and more courses to follow up with this one. But I don't recommend, even if I have 10 courses released, that you take any of my courses before you take this one. It's sort of like building a house, right? Why would you spend all this money putting up walls and a roof and furnishings and floors if you haven't laid a good foundation? It's rocky at best. When the winds and the rains come, it's going to get fallen down to the ground. You don't have anything good underneath it. This is the good. This is the foundation that you need in order to cumulatively compound the interest of what you've earned in your vocal dollars for technique and for your vocal journey to grow properly. This is the course that you need. It's the foundation level. Now, if you're saying, well, Tara, I'm a pro, I'm a celebrity singer, like, Tanner at this point may want to do riffs and runs instead because he's already gotten privates with me. There are reasons why you may not. But if you've never taken lessons from our studio, and if you've never taken any courses, period, you need to be in this course. That's the reason it's there. It's the foundation. Let's see. Leah, can someone be a contemporary and a secular singer at the same time? Yeah, sure, totally. I make Christian music. I'm a Christian. I love worship music. It's all I listen to these days. Well, that and reggaeton when I work out, which is definitely a different dichotomy. But anyway, yeah, you can totally be a Christian artist and make Christian music and do secular. I mean, I just released a song not too long ago called Ecstasy. I'm about to release another one in the next couple months. Look, we're multifaceted people. And just because someone goes to church and is a Christian doesn't mean they don't also go to Publix or concerts or other things, right? Would you then be non-Christian then? No, like, you are who you are, and music is multifaceted. And just because I love singing and creating worship music does not mean that I don't sing and create pop music as well. Let's see what else. Rebecca, Rebecca, I have an audition next week and would love to have a private lesson to prepare. Is there a place to schedule? So guys, if you're looking for private lessons, okay, if you're saying, like, Rebecca's got a deadline, she's got something that's like, okay, that's great that it's 8 weeks, and maybe, Rebecca, you should do the course still, by the way. But let's say, like, you need audition prep, or you need something now because something is coming up. Maybe you've got something going on for the holidays, or you've got performances coming up. info@TaraSimonStudios.com is where you're going to need to go. All you need to do is say, hey, I saw Tara's live. I want to get the course, but I need lessons first for time sensitive reasons. Tammy or Sarah, they're both my sales execs. And depending on what day, like if it's today, Tammy's working. So you'll reach out to Tammy and she'll get back with you. Tammy's Monday to Thursday, Sarah's Friday to Sunday. So reach out to info@TaraSimonStudios.com. You'll get a hold of either of those two fabulous ladies, and they will take really good care of you at placing you with a coach and getting you into their schedule as soon as possible. Maybe even today. We do that. Like, we understand that the music industry is very fast paced. And if you need help, we will do all that we can to get you seen within 24 hours, if at all possible, depending on the coach that you want. Let's see, what else? Oh, thank you so much. You're an amazing vocal coach. That's so sweet. Let's see, trying to get some good questions here. Okay, let's see. Oh, Elias, I bought the course Sing Smarter Not Harder 1 month ago, and it changed my voice to better like crazy. That's awesome. Sing Smarter Not Harder is even better. I love it. My favorite exercise is NBC. Okay, so I'll give you guys NBC. It goes NBC. And actually, Elias, I love that exercise too. And one of the reasons I love it is because it allows me to switch from chest to head, down back to chest again. And as you go higher in the modulations, it forces you to figure out then when you're going to go to all head voice. That's a really, really great exercise. So Elias is in the course, guys. Don't take my word for it. Take Elias's voice and word for it. That's so great. Let's see. Vitas, I would recommend everyone to take the course private lessons because Tara and the coaches see you even deeper than you and I am talking about. Even being far away in Northern Europe, Lithuania, distance is nothing. And that's so true. Thank you so much, Vitas. That's so, I hope I'm saying your name right, Jonas. That's so true. We have students in this course and in the studio all over the world. It was super cool. We had our, well, because of Corona, we couldn't have showcases, and we usually have 3 a year. So we had our first virtual showcase about 3 weeks ago now, I think. And there were literally students all over the world, most of which were taking private lessons, some of which did both private and the course. You don't have to do privates, by the way, to do the course, but you can. And it was amazing. Like, it was like the United Nations up in there. And so he's so right. You know, we do lessons online and the course is online. So no matter where you are, what time zone, it doesn't matter. You can go on whenever you want. The information and the course is always there for you at your own pace. And if, let's say you're busy and you're like, oh, I have a really busy 8 weeks coming up, or the holidays, I'm not gonna be able to get through it. That's okay. Each day a new module unlocks, but that doesn't mean you have to get through it that day. I mean, it's good if you do, but if you don't, that's fine. Once you buy it, it's yours to keep. Okay. Let's see what else. Bye, Brett. Thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you in the course. Let's see. Becca Boo, do I need to do the course daily or can I miss it? Well, yeah, I just said it. So you don't have, if your schedule doesn't allow it, you don't have to do it every day. It's good to try to make a habit. Like if you're not busy and you're just letting time go by and you're being a slacker, then no, it's not okay. But if you're super busy like me, like I'm a single mom, I own a business, there's never enough hours in the day. And if you're like me, if I don't put something in my schedule, it just doesn't happen. So for you, if you're really busy with work and there are things that you know you have to do that you cannot get around, then it's fine. Just put a pin in it and make sure that you get to it as soon as you can. Put it in your schedule, like put that time in there for you. But I will say this, I've made each day so that you really don't have to spend more than 15 to 30 minutes, okay? And I found that as busy as I am, if I'm really diligent about my time management, I always can find 15 to 30 minutes for something, right? So I would venture to say that if you're a good time manager, you will be able to do it every day. But if you can't, it's there for you, ready and waiting whenever you are. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, Kate wanted to say thanks for being a blessing to us and doing what you love. Not only do you help us sing smarter, but We Terabytes have grown as people, which is priceless. Thank you, Coach T Sizzle. What? T Sizzle? That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I love it. That's really, really funny. I can't get over that. Wow. Okay, Lisa did take the course under my real name. I did really improve. At least my friends noticed in the car. That's amazing. I'm struggling with life these days. The private lessons really help me out as well. Lisa, what are you struggling with in life, girlfriend? I'm really proud of you. I actually remember your name in the course. I'm so proud of you. You know, when your friends notice stuff, that's a big deal, actually. And when you're singing in the car, even when you're sitting and not standing, you know, that's actually really, really awesome. I'm so proud of you, Lisa. And I'm going to be praying for you. Listen, you're not alone. Everybody right now is struggling in life, girlfriend. I mean, that, you know, lockdowns and stuff, the suicide rates are up. It's just bad. And I want you guys to know, like, I think of you all, like I pray for you all. I carry you in my spirit. I know that there are so many people who are feeling isolated and alone and need hope and need something more than just what's happening in their life right now. And I hope and encourage you to, I hope for you that you allow this to maybe be that bright thing. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I watch your YouTube channel because you're so positive and you're so encouraging. And it's like this bright thing in my day. Well, that's what the course is too. That's what I do every single day. And it's more directed to you. It's more directed to what you want to learn as a singer instead of just watching a reaction of someone else. I'm actually here being the same me that I am, but I'm helping you in what you want to do and get better at. So I really hope to see you guys and listen to Lisa. I'm sorry that you're struggling, honey, but I'm really proud of you for the progress that you've made in the course. Let's see. What other question? Fuel me once. Music makes life feel better. It really, really does. It absolutely does. So guys, there have been some new people that have come on, so I'm going to reiterate it again. Today and today only for the next 24 hours, we're running a Cyber Monday sale. Okay. Since the course is digital, I wanted to do it today instead of Black Friday because it's not like a tangible product. So there's 56 modules. I worked really hard to recreate the entire course and kind of reformat it because there were things that I wanted to add to it after I got a lot of people's feedback. So instead of 47 modules, there are 56. 56 modules for 56 days, which is 8 full weeks. I didn't even take weekends off because I don't, even in life. So that's less than $3 a day. It is less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. So listen, if you say to yourself, oh, I really can't afford that. Yes, you can. You know that you be going to Chick-fil-A, pulling up, getting yourself a milkshake. You know that you be getting a coffee at Starbucks. Just don't do that for 8 weeks, okay? Get a Keurig, drip coffee, make your own milkshake at home. Get some ice cream and you have a milkshake for a week. You can do this. Like it's all about risk versus reward, right? If you're not willing to sacrifice a little bit to get a lot, then you're really not in the place to do it yet. You're just not there. And that's okay. You know, maybe there will be another sale at some point in 2021. I don't know. We don't schedule them. It just sort of happens when it happens. So $3 a day is as cheap as it's ever going to get because there has to be a certain amount of value and it's a very high value course. So Don't forget, if you want to get it for someone for Christmas, you can. When you purchase it for $147 today for the next 24 hours, just put in their email address instead of yours, and that's going to give them access. Now, let's say you wanted it to be a surprise for them, okay? Like, because they're going to get an email confirmation if you put in their email address. That's fine. Put in your email address for now. Let us know. Email us, and we will then, when the time is right, we'll put it in their email. Like, we'll give them access to it via their email, okay? Okay, let's see. I'm going to do a couple more questions, and then I'm going to be out, guys. And I want to tell you just how much I love you, and I'm proud of you, and thank you so much for being the best part of my channel. And for those of you who are here that are in the course, thanks so much for believing in yourself, for saying yes to yourself, and for not allowing yourself to stay stuck in a place of hopelessness and a place where you've believed the false lies that you've been told either in your own head or with someone else. We just don't need that anymore. It's just time. You know, actually, I remember when I first opened up the course, there was this guy named Gary, and he sent me a video. So in the course, one of the first things I ask you to do is your why. And if you don't know what that is, get in the course and I'll tell you. But this is crazy. This guy, instead of sending me a written why, which is usually what I ask for, he sent me a video. And oh my God, I'm going to cry telling that. So his video started off by saying, and his eyes were red already. He started off by saying, Tara, this is my third attempt at making this video. Third attempt. All my life, he's 65. All my life, I've been carrying around this huge, heavy burden that I couldn't sing. And it made me feel insecure even about speaking or about being heard in any way, shape, or form, because I was told by my choir teacher, this is where I get that story from, by the way, from the beginning. This is that guy. I was told by my choir teacher that I should just lip sync because I didn't have a nice voice. And that killed my spirit. He was 7 when he was told that, by the way. And if you're a choir teacher out there and you say that, like, I'm coming for you. Like, that is, nah. So he was 7, 65 years old, guys. He's just now telling me with tears in his eyes that he has been carrying that around for 58 years of his life. And that he heard me say one day that singing is 90% mental and 10% talent. And he thought, well, maybe. He took his no and he turned it into a maybe. And when he entered the course and he did his why, he instantly said, I now believe and I'm trusting you that I can sing and that I can improve on what I already have. This guy, he wasn't a bad singer, guys. That's the really sad part. Like, he wasn't a Pavarotti to begin with, but he wasn't a bad singer. He had good pitch. He had nice intonation. He was a decent singer already. And this guy grew vibrato. He grew range. He learned to sing in his head voice as a man. Like, men already have chest voice usually down pat, but he learned to access his falsetto. I mean, amazing. And for 58 years, he stayed in this stuck spot because of one thing that one person said to him when his little heart was forming and his little mind about who he was hadn't made it his own mind up yet. And he believed that as a truth. And he carried it around for 58 years. So I don't know how old you are, and I don't know where you are in your life or who's told you what or what you've told yourself, because we can tell ourselves some pretty horrible things. But I'm here as a voice to you saying, don't be lied to another single day. Don't go into 2021 carrying the same stupid burdens and the heavy loads that you've been carrying all of your life. Don't go down the same neural pathway that's got these deep-rooted divots because you keep repeating the same habits over and over again. It's time to make a change. And I want to help you. Singing is a gift, and singing is also a right. And everybody should be able to do it. And you can get better. If you don't think you sound good, that's okay. Maybe you don't right now, but do you believe that you can get better? Do you believe that I can take you there? Do you believe that this course is going to work? Do you believe the people that are on here that have said it? Do you believe the testimonials? If so, it's like as common sense as if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. That's that if and then, right? I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. I am unhappy with my body, I'm going to work out. Okay. I want to sing, I'm going to take this course. I want to be better and feel better about myself. I'm gonna trust Tara and what she says. I'm gonna take her at her word, because it can't get any cheaper and less risk than 147 at less than $3 a day for 56 days. You really don't have anything to lose. And if there's someone, maybe you're on here and you're like, yeah, I hear you, but I can't get Sarah out of my head. I can't get Joseph out of my head. And you're thinking of a friend or a family member, then get it for them. It's Christmas time. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be December in 2 days, right? So it's Christmas time. Give them the gift of hope. Give them the gift of mattering and of being heard and of happiness. Give them the gift of laying that burden down off of themselves and carrying up something lighter, carrying something that's sweeter, that's prettier, that's more joyful, that sparks joy, right? So I know I sound like I'm preaching right now, but I'm so passionate about this, guys, and I want to make sure that you hear me. That's all. I just want to make sure that you hear me. Shira, wait. Shira's saying, hey, Tara, everyone take the course. It's amazing and it really, really works. It's helped me grow my voice by, oh my gosh, an octave and a half? What? Last stream, it had been an octave. It has grown more since. I'm amazed. An octave and a half, Shira? Like, I think we might need to hear that. I might need you to record something and send that to me. That is incredible. So like an octave and a half, guys. So an octave is 8 notes, 8 whole notes. So that's 16 semitones. An octave and a half, depending on where her half ends, is 12 notes. That's really profound. That's extreme improvement. Wow. I'm really, really proud of you, Shira. That's amazing. Helen is asking a question. Does the course go over vibrato and control of it? I've been in choirs all my life and don't really have vibrato. I know it can be overdone, but would like to know more about it. Yeah. So you bring up a good point, Helen. And when we talk about vibrato in the course, what we're really talking about first is the very first step. It's kind of like the ictus before you actually conduct the downbeat, right? There's this really cute sense that needs to happen within of breath control and abdominal control first before you can start integrating vibrato. Because without those two things, the voice is too tense. It holds weight here when you sing, and you're not able to relax the chords enough for them to undulate, which is what makes the vibrato, okay? The chords are rubbing together when you sing, but when you sing with vibrato, they're doing this plus this at the same time. So we have to redirect the sense of tension down where it belongs, back down into our abdominal cavity, into our diaphragm. And so we deal with that first in the course. If you, after that, still don't experience vibrato, because it's not like it's like a 1, 2, 3 step in the course on how to do vibrato, but it is very step-by-step on the technique that creates vibrato, then I would suggest that you get in a private lesson or two, because sometimes there's just a slight misplacement of where you may think that you're supporting properly, but there may be a slight misplacement. And for us to see and hear you in real time is really what can help fix that. So I would do the course first. I would see how it goes, and maybe it gives you exactly what you need. It very well can. It's done it for a lot of people. And if you still don't feel like you're really killing the vibrato game, then do a private. Okay. Oh, Tara, I'm 15 and struggle with believing that I'm a good singer. I take voice lessons, but whenever I perform, I don't believe when people say that I did well. How do I start to have confidence in my singing? Desiree, my darling. The fact that you're taking lessons and that you're performing is amazing, and I applaud you for that. Part of the reason why I think people in general can't take compliments or don't believe them is because one of two things. One, they know that wasn't their best and they weren't prepared enough, like they didn't put in the work. And so there's this imposter syndrome that happens within us, and we're like, yeah, I mean, that was good, but like that's nothing compared to what I can do. And so then it's hard to take the compliment, right? Or two, because you don't believe that you're good, period, in and of yourself. You don't believe that you're good enough. And that's up here. That comes from stuff that has nothing to do with singing. And I would do a lot of journaling and introspective work on why. Like, do you feel like you're enough and that you matter on a daily basis? Do you feel that you hold weight, that you matter? Do you feel that way? And if not, then you're not going to feel that when you sing, no matter how good you sound. So I would venture to say no, I know it's one of those two things, but which one is it for you? And explore that why. Oh, Avery, this is off topic, but thanks for sharing your faith. I've sang along with you during Hillsong United, and you share your faith so well. Thank you so much, Avery. I appreciate that. Thanks for worshiping with me. Let's see. What else? Oh, and this is by the way, guys, this is the link, terrasimstudios.com/Cyber Monday is the link where you go to get the course. Okay, let's see. I'm going to answer like one or two more questions, and then I'm going to get going because I have another meeting that I got to get into. Okay, this is easy. How do I know if I sing good or not? Okay, so the markers for me of what a good singer is a few just key things, okay? So if you go down these lists right here and you can say yes to these, then you're a good singer. You have a decent voice. There can always be improvement, but you've got some good, base level tools. Can you sing on pitch? That's the very first thing, okay? Regardless of what your voice intonation sounds like, the character of your voice, the tone, the texture, the coloring, can you sing on pitch? That's number one, okay? Number two, how big is your range? So how many notes can you sing, really? Because that really has a lot to do with then what songs you can sing. It's a direct correlation, right? Because if you can hit as high as a C5, but the song's high note is an E, and you try to do that, it's going to make you sound like you can't sing to begin with, because the song is out of the scope of what your capabilities are, right? So can you sing on pitch, and what's your range? And then, do you have any vibrato? Can you ornament your endings of your notes, right? And that's kind of a big ask. That's one that we've had success in teaching people and built into, but that's not necessarily something that everybody has out the gate. I didn't have vibrato when I was younger. I grew vibrato. So I'm one of those that had straight tone to begin with, and that was it. And last, and this is sort of like, again, these last two are kind of like the bigger asks, right? Do you have vibrato? And then do you have any vocal flexibility to where you can do some riffs or runs or do some variations to the melody, okay? So it's split into four, but the first two are really the very baseline for can you sing it all, really, without needing ear training and a bunch of other things to get you up to speed. And then the other two are more like, not vocal necessities, but vocal niceties, so to speak, okay? So that's, for me, when I'm assessing a singer, those are the things that I listen for, okay? All right, let's do one more question. What's a good one? Let me look, let me see. I'm trying to read through and get a really good one for you guys. There's so many, oh my gosh. Let's see. Well, this isn't a question, but it's really exciting to me. Rebecca, I just sent in my first assignment for the Sing Smarter and Harder course. Exciting. Yay! So proud of you. That's awesome. Okay, I will answer one more question though. And here's a question. Kira, I'd love to improve my singing, but I usually never sing in front of people. How do I improve? Also, how would you know if the vocal coach you chose is good? That's a really tough one, guys. It's really tough. I've had people say, I really want to take in-person lessons. I live in, Nigeria. Can you recommend someone? I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. I cannot recommend someone in Nigeria. I can't even recommend someone in Florida or Georgia. And I share time in both places. And here's why. Singing and vocal coaching in particular, not singing, but vocal coaching, there is no gold standard for what someone needs to be qualified as to be a good vocal coach. For me, the markers are, can you do what you're telling your students to do? Like, can you actually sing yourself? Because there's a lot of people who coach who can't sing. It's insane. Like, why would I take a personal trainer and hire them if they're fat and I want to have a six-pack? Like, that makes no common sense to me. So if you're hiring a vocal coach and they can't deliver vocally on what they're teaching you to do, chances are it's not going to work out. You need to be able to hear someone else do it, because there's this thing that happens in your mind that says, oh, well, if they can do it, I can too. You just heard it exist. And so then you just repeat and regurgitate and kind of parrot at first. So if they can't walk the walk, to me, the talk is not as powerful. And that's the first thing. And the second is, just because they can do something really well, just because they can sing really well themselves, doesn't mean they can teach it really well. There has to be a combination of both. So can you give the example yourself, but also can you pour into someone's life? Do you have a passion to do that? Because a lot of people don't. They're more selfish in an okay way. Like as an artist, you have to be selfish in a certain way and sell yourself. And you're really more about you and not about pouring into someone else, which is fine. But here's the thing. Just because I can sing really well, if I can't explain it to you in a way that you understand, comprehend, and then are able to execute, then what's the point? That's only good for me. It doesn't help you at all. And if you're paying me to coach you, then you're paying for progress, and I'm not giving that to you. So therefore, it doesn't matter how talented I am. If I can't take my talent and then fashion it and mold it in some way that puts it into you, there's no point. You're just a fan, and I shouldn't be coaching you. So those are the two big markers for me when choosing a vocal coach. And unfortunately, it's really hard to separate the wheat from the tares. And you only know what you know, and you don't know what you don't. So you're the student. How do you know whether someone's great or not? I would suggest going into courses first, like the Sing Smarter Harder course, getting technique into your brain and into your body, so that if you do decide to go to a coach elsewhere other than TSS, that you at least know a little bit of the terminology, you know what things should be within your body. And if they're telling you something that's counterintuitive to that training, then that's a red flag, right? But with full integrity, I can only speak for what I know works. And I know that what I do works. It's why people come on here, even when they've already taken the course, and shout it out. It's why students come on here, even when I don't ask them to, and start singing the praises of the lessons and the courses, because it works. So I can't, and I won't tell you in full integrity, oh yeah, like try this or try that, because I don't want your voice to get hurt. And I don't want you to waste your time or your money on someone that I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be great or not. All I can speak for is what I know to be true and what I know works. And that is the Sing Smarter Not Harder 2.0. And that is private lessons. It's everything that we do here, because it's tried and true, and the testimonials speak for themselves. So anyway, guys, one last time, it's Cyber Monday. We're running the sale today for any of you super late people who are coming on right at the end. Okay. It is $147 for the entire 8-week course. There are 56 modules. It's less than $3. My pinky just went up, but it's less than $3 a day, which is less than a cup of coffee. Get it now. It's available for 24 hours. All you have to do is go to TaraSimonStudios.com/Cyber Monday. It's on the screen right here. Type in the email address of the person that you want it to be for. So if it's for you, type in your email address. If it's a gift to someone else, type in their email address. Get the course, and you will have access to it today. You can start today. That's so exciting. So by the end of January, you will literally be singing smarter, not harder. You're going to be one of those people that are being shouted out and saying, oh my gosh, they improved an octave and a half, like Shira or Gary or Kyriakos or Max Rose, or all of those people that I talked about in the testimonials. You're going to be one of them. I guarantee it. You're going to improve. It's not an if, it's a going to thing. So I'm super excited for you guys. I'm very happy to be running the sale, very happy for the excuse to do so. And I want to let you know that I love you guys so much. I'm super proud of you. Thank you for believing in yourself at least enough to come on today and maybe change your no to a maybe. And I hope now that maybe that maybe is turning into a yes, that as you think about it, as you mull it over, that you decide to say yes to yourself, that you decide that you're going to be done with the repetition of failure, that you're going to be finished with the feeling of being not enough and not good enough and just being stuck in that place. It's not a fun or exciting or happy place to be. And I want the best for you guys. I want the best for your voices. And I want you to know the joy of singing proficiently, because it's such a freeing feeling. It's so great to be heard. It's so great to make others feel stuff when you make some noise. And I want that for you. So I love you guys. I am so proud of you. Thanks for hanging with me for the last hour. And I will see you as usual on YouTube and on the next one. Bye, guys.